for taking the time to do this interview for That Magazine. And we're absolutely excited to have you guys in the Bay Area to do this event. What are your thoughts on it? What are your thoughts on Oakland Echo?
Oakland Echo? I don't know. I mean, this is our first time playing it. And the whole reason we booked this West Coast tour was the guys at this festival. They reached out to us. And it was good timing. I mean, we just released a single in time for the tour, so, and we got to, it's enabled us to go northwest and all the way to California, so it was great.
Excellent. Thus far, like any particular highlights to this tour so far?
Yeah, we had a day off in LA, and I managed to wrangle that we got to open up for the Charltons.
Oh wow!
In LA, the supporting act had to drop off. So friends of mine needed promoters, so we reached out, and then the next day we were supporting the Charltons at the Fun Theater.
This was exciting.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, it was
pretty decent turnout, I imagine.
Yeah, I was actually going to go to the show anyways. So
they were just here, like a week ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte,
Rise, Charltons, and Primal Scream.
Primal Scream and I guess. Yeah. But that's great. And so like, just recently I checked out, actually today, and I was well aware of it. Like you guys recorded that video with Alex Moss of Black Angels, Double Shelter.
Yes.
Is that right? And I was really digging that. What was the inspiration behind that? And, like in terms of like videography and sonically?
Well, the video was done by our friend Elba, our friend from Spain. So I guess she'd be the best person for that. But sonically, I mean, it's we just recorded a new record, and when I was demoing the album, I was looking at producer options and stuff and so forth, and I love working with Alex, so I kind of sent all my songs to Alex just to see what his thoughts were on the songs and like if he wanted to be involved to some extent. So he got back to me. He was like, "Oh, these songs are amazing. I want to work with him. I want to do this." But then it got a bit complicated because the schedule at the time from Alex looking at was when the Black Angels were planning to record the record as well.
Yeah.
So we didn't know if the schedule would work out. So I found a producer locally. But then for this song, Double Shelter, it was sounding good, but with me singing, but it was missing something, and I just knew Alex is like one of the best vocalists in rock and roll right now. So yeah, I gave the song to him. I was like, "Can you just re-sing the whole song, do your thing, and send it back to me?" So he did that. He sent it back, and right away I knew the song had what it needed, and yeah.
So was Alex involved in the production of it, or just in the singing?
Like, just by him being involved, he leaves his footprint on it because he has a very specific sound, aesthetic.
It's very unique.
And also, the Black Angels front house guy, Brett, mixed the song, and Alex was there. So in the mixing and tracking as well, he's pretty involved with it. He definitely like left his mark on the song.
I like the name. Is it three?
Oh, the last record.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the last record. Actually, yeah, my friend Chirag here did the album cover for that. Three Poisons. Yeah. It was. I forgot what his name. I was reading the Tibetan Book of the Dead when I was writing that album. I was just, you always hear about it. So I was like, oh, I wanted to read about the intermediate state and what that was. So I was reading about that, and I realized a lot of my lyrics were talking about greed, anger, and ego, and attachment. And so as I was delving into, that's my Buddhist record, I guess. I was delving into Buddhism a bit more, and I came upon the concept of the three poisons. So, which is represented by a snake, a bird, and a pig. The bird is attachment, the snake is anger, and the pig is ignorance. And it's been a while since I said it, but that's what it was. And I remember when I went to Toronto, I was like, this is the concept behind the album. Can you make something with this? And he made this like crazy album cover with all these cobras everywhere. It's awesome. So, yeah. So that was the three poisons.
So how does that record compare to this new one that's going to be coming out?
The last Three Poisons was like my attempt at just going in the studio and making the album in the studio. So we're pretty much recording it ourselves, not rushing, because the record before that we did it in 2 weeks, our self-titled album. Mm-hmm. It was great. We went in, we did it all in 2 weeks, we were done. This one we took 3 months. We would go in like a few times a week. And we had the luxury of working in the studio that allowed us to do that. And the new one, but in the end I was ultimately disappointed with Three Poisons. I mean, it didn't sound as good as, like, there was a lot of corners that were cut on it in retrospect. And with the new album, I kind of wanted to work with a producer who would kind of push me. I've never worked with a producer that would challenge me. Challenge my songs.
And who's the producer?
His name is Marcus Paquet. He's a Montreal guy. He worked with like Arcade Fire and The National. He produces their records, and he's like a friend also. Well, I didn't know him before, but Gab, my guitar player, knew him. So just working with him, it was like I I wanted him to push me, and like he would challenge me on a lot of songs. So we would just try something completely different on the spot, and it's sounding great. I mean, Double Shelter is one of the ones. Mind you, that song stayed pretty close to the original. Actually, he's really pivotal when getting the sound of the song. But the new album's a bit more, I would say pop, but it's like kind of Happy Mondays vibe, but then also it has the kind of Pink Floyd thing. You know, it's what we
Three Poisons, and you elaborated on that. So with this new album, is there any particular theme that you'd like to highlight?
Yeah, well, I based, it's funny for this album, I write the music beforehand, so I don't really have the lyrics. And I'm always thinking about the lyrics. And a friend of mine, painter friend Daniel Barkley, he's a family friend, like my wife's side. He's a great painter. I don't know if you saw our last press shot. It's like us posed with I'm like in lotus position. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That was based on my friend Daniel Barkley. I basically told him like position us like one of your paintings. Like his paintings are crazy. They're amazing. And so he orchestrated the whole press shot for that. And with this one, I just had my idea was I'm just gonna, because I read somewhere about, I forgot who it was. Maybe it was Panda Bear, I don't know, but someone talked about, it was Free Foxes or something, about they saw a painting Oh no, it was Neutral Milk Hotel.
Oh, okay.
There's a painting that he's obsessed with, I forgot what it was, and he wrote a lot of the album just staring at the painting. So I wanted to try writing an album by finding a painting and see what stories they would take from it. And so I looked through Daniel's paintings, and he had his interpretation of Ship of Fools. So then I thought, okay, that's something. But then I started thinking about it, and then the songs started coming, and I realized that a lot of the songs, it's kind of like this question, like we're all on this ship going somewhere, but no one's leading it, and we don't know where it's going. And it's kind of my social commentary, but also, yeah, a lot of the songs deal with that. This song called like Where I'm Going, Manipulator, and stuff like that. Cast the First Stone, so it's kind of, yeah. So Ship of Fools, I guess I do conceptual albums. I mean, Three Poisons was definitely a concept album, and it looks like this one's a concept one too.
That's
Interesting.
awesome.
So, and it's nice because, like, I mean, like you were saying, if you're like drawing inspiration from like different paintings and whatnot, or I guess occasionally anyway, but that's your own interpretation of it. So,
Yeah.
Like interesting to think if like somebody else were to like look at that painting and see like what kind of song you guys
No, I just thought it'd be interesting. I wanted to use this painting for the album cover, but in the end, it's just kind of depressing. So
Did he also take the photographs? Because I've
that one press shot.
So he arranged you guys and took the photo.
No, the photo's done with my brother-in-law. Bo instead, yeah. It's like I use family, like it's easy. So we all got together and did a crazy press shot. It's cool.
It's awesome.
I know, it's true.
It's awesome.
That press shot. Yeah, you put it in the album. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's really cool.
Do you think there's any other?
Yeah, I'm interested in knowing a little bit more about your gear. What do you take? What do you use, like as far as like pedals and?
What's your go-to amp?
Yeah, your go.
I'm a bassist, so amps don't really play a part. It's like it's like
You don't bother with guitar at all, or?
I'm not the guitarist in that. I write songs on guitar, but Gab uses trainer amps pretty much.
You're a Rickenbacker guy.
My bass is Rickenbacker. But on the album, I didn't use Rickenbacker. I have a 1964 Echo violin bass. It's weird. I always use my Rickenbacker, but on this album,
It's like a Black Angel staple at this point, right? But
yeah, they have an Echo too.
I've been hunting those down like crazy.
Yeah.
See, like, because it's like they bought every single, like, the last remaining few, like, for nothing, and then everybody else, like, it was like, oh, like, Alex is using that, so, like, prices go up.
No, but I use that, and I've been buying synthesizers a lot. That's my new obsession. So this new album has a lot of.
Is this Moog at all?
No, I bought a Cardenas 20. I bought old Yamaha synthesizers. What else did I? Krumars. And I like Farfisa organ.
Where do you find them? Do you like to go like hunting when you're on tour, or is it more like online?
Yeah, no, it's like Kijiji. It's like Craigslist in Canada. And I have a friend. He's mechanic synthetic. He repairs all analog synths in Montreal. So he's been a good contact for me. So, but yeah, I've been collecting. So I bought like eight synthesizers or so for the new album. It's fun. It's fun doing electronic stuff like that.
Or do you guys have any plans of, like, having any I guess, proficient synthesizer players on board? Like, you were mentioning you're good friends with Tom First, for instance, of course. Any plans of having him involved in any future projects? Or
That's funny because like I was saying, when I was planning for this album, I was asking people for producing. I actually asked Tom, I'm like, do you want to produce the album? But in the end, we're not. We wanted to keep it local.
Yeah.
But like, I don't want the band to, personnel-wise, I think 4 is a good number. Because the core band is Miles, Gab, and me. Synthesizers. I think that's fair.
Yeah. So you were talking about, like, potentially having Tom First produce the album, but decided that maybe it's better to keep it local.
Yeah. I mean, I was like trying to get David Furman. I was trying to get Nigel Godrich. Like, I wrote all these people, and I've been trying to get David Furman for like 10 years for all like my old bands. And the manager, It was pretty funny. I was at my day job, and the manager, Peter Shershin, his name is, he wrote me, and he's like, "Can you get on the phone?" And I was like, "Oh my God, David Friedman is gonna work on this album." And I was like, I was losing my mind. I called my manager. I'm like, "You see this? Oh my God!" And so then I called, and he first thing he says, "Yeah, I don't want to get your hopes up, but I figured I'd just tell you on the phone." I was like, that kind of put the nail in the coffin for me. I'm like, I shall not work with David Friedman ever. But yeah, I kept trying. It's like, you know, it's like when you're working on an album, you kind of want to have a lot of ideas and just throw it out there and see what comes back. And the Marcus thing, I knew him in Montreal, and I know he's worked on some pretty great sounding records. So I just figured work with something that's familiar right now, but also, you know, just something different, because we've worked with Jace from Bessemer Lakes. He has a studio. I've worked with him for years, so I want to try something a bit different outside of that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's nice to just, you know, keep it with folks from, I guess, your own country, or just like people that you know, like, I mean, people like Nigel Godric, they already had a reputation made for themselves, you know.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't want
to somebody else, you know, build up somebody else's career potential.
Yeah, no, it's like just to work with a big name, and then they'll be like, well, this is how I do it, and you know, I didn't want that. I was kind of worried if I go in a situation, I'd be stressed. But if someone that's a bit more collaborative, who knows? Maybe this album will do well, and I can work with Natural Garbage on the next record.
Yeah, totally.
So, if you could work with anybody, like collaborate, who would it be?
I don't know. I mean, I've already collaborated with so many people. I mean, with Alex Moss. I mean, he's like one guy that I remember when I was in the Black Angels. We always talk about like we have to do something, and we're doing something now. And at the same time, Elephant Stone's taking a lot more of my time now, so I can't focus so much on that. But I'm trying to. But I'm always collaborating with people. I mean, like Tom from The Horse, he did a remix. Anton from Jam, he did a remix. Alex did a remix. So it's like I'm always trying to get my friends to be involved somehow.
That's great. Well, I think we should start wrapping up. But like, any last words? I guess what
What do you want me to kill me?
Before we kill you.
How much longer are you gonna be? You're going to. How much longer are you gonna be in California?
Oh, I'm in town for like 2 more weeks.
Okay.
In LA.
Got it.
With the family, the kids, Disneyland.
Right on. Yeah. All right. Well, I appreciate your time doing this interview for Pal, and I'm totally thrilled to have you guys out here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks. Man.